I really love working for IRAP because I get to work on all these really exciting innovation projects that affect road safety all over the world.
What I love the most about my job is to feel that I am making a difference in partnership with many organizations and individuals in the local communities. I'm sure I can help make a lot of difference and improve road safety in different cities around the world.
I love software development. It's really great to be able to do software development for something more interesting and scientific and meaningful.
I love my work because I get to meet people from different parts of the world, different cultures, and it's variable. So I think all this pathway to have safer roads and save lives.
I think it's really working for a really great cause and working with great people.
Well, I love to work in an international environment with many inspiring people, both men and women. We all have different backgrounds, we all have different sets of skills, and working with all of them gives me the opportunity to grow professionally as well as personally.
I love working here because it's such a small place and everyone's so friendly, and you don't feel like you're just a number. And we're all working for a common purpose, which I feel is really important.
I love the people I work with. I'm an engineer, so it's the first time I've worked in an organisation where there's so many females in the same space as I'm working in.
I work in finance, which is a support function. So I think initially I thought, I don't work in road safety, but actually I do, because I help support the team, and that's what I enjoy about it.
So struggling with the personal routine changes at the same time that keeping providing this support to our partners, it was a bit challenging.
I think for me the uncertainty of what is going to happen and the risk and the death of so many people around the world was very scary for me.
I suppose like probably most people, it's the fact of not being able to see family and friends.
Homeschooling was a bit challenging, but it did mean in the evenings after you were finished work doing that.
Being worried for your family, since many of them are of course older, so you never know what all this will bring.
Made it a bit more tricky starting a new job.
I found not being able to connect as easily really hard. I think I work best when I'm actually interacting face to face, but I found it really hard to try and interact with people I'm working with. A computer really difficult for me. Yeah.
Right. Well, I've noticed that everybody definitely doesn't need to make so many journeys. So it's going to maybe reduce the traffic on the road.
The professionals, the ones who are employed by a company or an organization, they're more likely to move from working in an office to working from home. But for the informal sectors, I think it's going to be business as usual. Like even in Uganda, where I live right now, it's the people in the informal sectors are back on the streets.
I think that people will definitely walk and cycle more, and also people probably be less inclined to use public transport.
So I think COVID will have a really long-lasting impact, particularly in the way that people need to work, and that remote working will become much more common, and that the need for the daily commute, particularly in cities, won't be as pressing. And so what I hope is that there is a big shift to more sustainable mobility.
So we are now in this process of discussing the importance of safe infrastructure for everyone after we win this battle against COVID. So hopefully we will be able to build back better, to improve our infrastructures, and after COVID we will have a society that will be more used to walk and bike.
I think we had a strong taste of other types of transport during lockdowns and during this time.
When people look to bicycling on one hand as a recreation, on the other hand as transportation option, so I just hope this bike boom will really last also post-COVID.
So I really hope that all these sort of bicycle lanes that have popped up in cities might hopefully be able to stay.
First of all, because we need the balance. Like, we represent the society. We are part of the society. And just for that, I think we have a lot to contribute with who we are and who we represent in the society.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, whatever problem you're addressing, the more people you have involved in solving that problem, the better. So if you include the other half of the world's population, you're only going to solve that problem quicker and more efficiently.
So I think more women are needed because women use mobility in a really different way to men, and there's a lot of diversity within that. We're more likely to travel with children, we're more likely to make several different trips a day, and so being able to present that different perspective and bring that point of view to transport planning, to policy, to how we move around and designing for that really well, I think is incredibly important.
Yeah, because women see mobility differently and have different perspective and understanding of it. So including both genders will, in my opinion, give better and mostly more inclusive results.
So if we are planning our cities and our transport modes and transport systems, we should take into consideration gender aspects and design both for women, for men, for people with disabilities, for people who have any other mobility challenges.
I think women have different needs and behaviours when it comes to transport, because I think sadly still women probably still take the brunt of all the caring responsibilities.
And we might see things differently to the way that some males might see them, and then you get a more even balance.
I think as with anything else like that, having opinions from a larger range of people is always good, and you end up with more inclusive solutions.
The fear that a woman fears has when she is walking on the street, when she's waiting for a bus at a bus stop, is completely different from what a man would have in this environment. So I think this is something that should be taken into account, and hence it's very important that we include women in the discussion and decision making and design solutions. Happy International Women's Day 2021.
Sorry. It's not the best.
You look tired, Ali.
I am.
Happy International Day 2020. Sorry, I'm still sleepy.
Were you recording?
Yes, we are recording.
No, I thought it was a rehearsal. Okay.
Just go with it. I'll probably stuff it up more the second time around.